So what I'm going to be doing is I thought I would just do an hour of working live just to try it. I kind of cheated, so I tested everything, cleaned everything, and so I have all the pictures done, and I'm just going to be listing. And what I'm going to do is for every 10 minutes, I'm going to have a little buzzer go off, and I'm going to show how many I've listed and how much they're worth. And I thought I'd just try this, inspired by Jackass, who does postcards and stuff like that, where he ships. And I thought, well, I'll try this for listing. Hey, how's it going? So if you're going to watch, are you going to list? Because that's kind of the point. So what I'm trying to do is get people to, I don't know, kind of list. So I'm going to start the timer for 10 minutes and I'm going to see how it goes. So I don't know if this is going to be interesting to watch. Oh, you are listing. Excellent. Excellent. So I am. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add your name. I hope that's the right one. I always get confused. So, and we'll see how it goes. So, I don't know how interesting this is going to be. So, I'm going to start with something easy. And toner. Toner is awesome. Hey, Julie, how's it going? So, we're going to start with the toner. Hopefully, you can see my screen. And go from the main page. And already cheated. I got this one ready to go. And what? We'll just start listing. We'll see how interesting it is. Smurf? Oh yeah, I got a Smurf. I got a Smurf today. He's in with the Skylanders. You see him? Oh, maybe not. I'm gonna rip him out. Just because he said Smurf, I have to show the Smurf. It's a little jail guy Smurf. I think he's has some value. So I decided I'd pick up this bag because he was in there. Okay. What did you start with? I have some Smurfettes, but none of the really good ones. So I'm going to list. So I got the toner, and my toner is actually expired. So that's what I do. I always list on .com, even though I'm in Canada. And I like to go from the highest to the lowest. And I have the shipping to actually a zip code because it's more accurate. So I'm going to go down and find a yellow one. And mine's expired. So I'm going to pick this one. Okay. I always take the punctuation out. And if it's expired, then I actually put expired right on in the title because I'd rather just get that out front. I used to put the day and the month, but now I just do the year. I think that's good enough. People buy the toner anyways, I find, so it doesn't really matter. Here's where I put the location of it. So it's going to be on the shelf. It's easy enough to find. And November means that's when I last priced it. New. I never used their photos. I did all the photos already. Let's see here. Oop. Hopefully that's working. Oh, 21 piece. Yeah, ceramic nativity set. Yeah. I actually was looking at those from Kirkland just yesterday sold, and they were selling like 100 to 200 American or something like that, even used. It's crazy. So usually I always do sell similar. So I just want to make sure there's nothing funky in here. So they do have a date. So I'm going to put that in. 05. 20. For my description, this one just says combined because it's a new one. And then I check the weight. And it weighs 766 grams. So that one will go into this category. And I keep that. And now I just got to figure out the price. So my shipping costs, I charge $12 to the Americans. So I'm thinking 59. Yeah, I'm going to do 59 because it's expired. Nope. 59.99. Actually, I'm just going to add that the fact that it's expired to the listing. Bada bing. That's it. One thing listed. Woohoo. So where can we create a library of descriptions? Okay, I'll show you that when the next listing there. So here's my grand plan. So I listed one whole thing. I'm only going to do this every 15 minutes though. And it was for 60 bucks. What I've done is I used to do it by, like, I wanted my goals to be numbers, but I found out that for me, I think it's better just to have like a kind of overall goal of value. And right now it's at 250 American a day, which is pretty modest, but I wanted to make sure I actually did the goal. So that's one thing listed. That's going to go on a shelf at the back. I can, when it's just something big like this, I can find it easily enough. So let's see what else we're going to do. We're going to do, let's do a Walkman. So this one is a Sony Walkman. I've tested this and it works. So let's go back here. Sony and the WMAF54. Only if it's brand new, eh? But it is not. So I'm going to go used. And sometimes what I do is, since most things are selling from Americans to Americans, I'll go US only. And I'll take a look. So 69 American, free shipping, 55. So I'm going to weigh it. Okay, this. So what I'm going to do is sell one like this. Vintage, I take that out. Sometimes I keep it. It depends on the item. Tested working. That's fine. So for the custom label, I have a box next to me. Woo. And on there, really small, is a little label, which box, which tells me which box it is. So this is F21. And we're doing this in November. When I lower prices, what this allows me to do is I do a search through all the custom labels for the month I'm looking for, so I can find all the listings and deal with them all at once. So for what you were asking before about my descriptions, under advanced editing, you can create templates and of course manage them. And so what I do is, since I list a lot of the same kind of stuff, so what I have is ones I use a lot. So for a Walkman, test and works, good use condition, will have marks and signs of use, ships without batteries. So that covers that. And that covers everything. I don't like using terms like, I'll use good to mean okay. And I always say it has marks and signs because somewhere on there is going to be marks and signs. And my photos, which I've already done. And then I'm bad. I don't always check all this stuff too much. Like, there's no way it's wireless. Okay, good enough. I weight it. So I have a bunch of shipping policies, and I just do flat amounts based on the weight. The 250 really should be 500 actually, because it's kind of changed a bit, or actually 450. So I use this one. So I'm going to charge $6 to the Americans. And actually, I'm going to pick the other one because I won't go into it, but there's something wrong with that one. This one here. $6 to the Americans and $10 to the Canadians. I never use any of this stuff here. And now I'm going to figure out the price. So mine's pretty good. And it's selling pretty good. I'm going to go with 59. Okay, yeah, I'll explain that in a second about the templates. And list. Oh, there goes the timer. Exciting. Yeah, I only sell to US and Canada right now because everything is really messed up in terms of shipping. I used to ship to Britain, but because everything is screwed up, like I said, I'm keeping it simple for now. And then next year I'll figure it out. So now I got 2. And I got a total of 120. Karen, did you get that one done yet? Need to add. And Julie, are you listing? I hope you're listing. That's the whole point. Pressure. Okay, so I'm going to put the timer back on. Another 10 minutes. And do the next one. Let's see, what should we do next? Let's do one of these things. Janet. From Karen, sorry, it's confusing. Janet there. I won't forget now. Sorry. No, Julie. Julie. I'm gonna see, you have to be listing. That's the whole point. So I'm putting you here, and I'm putting a sad face. Because you should be listing. That's the point. Okay, so back to this. So next I'm going to list this guy here. This was part of a kind of a bad buy I bought a while ago. I paid too much. I've done okay, but one of them was actually empty, and I trusted the person that they would all actually have the stuff in there, but who knows. So airflow, Delta Spain. Aye. But why can't you list? You're just watching anyways, right? Okay, so there's none. So we're just going to make it simpler. This one here is 530 grams. I'm just going to write that in. What I do is if I can't find it, I also have... I'm just bugging you, Julie. Okay, so we're going to check Terapeak. See if there's any. And there's one, which is slightly different, actually. It's not quite the same thing. Let's see if there's any unsold. No. Fine. So we're going to try... Get rid of that. Sometimes it can be hard when you don't have like a lot of... Well, she better be. You're doing the Christmas thing, right? You said you were. I trust. Okay. Let's see if there's something good. I think we're gonna have to go with close enough. Some of these actually might even be mine. So I'm going to go with $39.99. Oh, 5 a day challenge. Okay. I can only put you in timeout and block you. I don't know how to make you a mod. So we're just going to do this. Something like this. I am never quite sure when there's slashes if it screws up their search. Okay. I do more of these. I sucker you guys back in. Maybe I'll do it. New old stocking box. I'm just going to get rid of that. And this is going into the same box. F21. Number. UPC code. I think Noelle was saying not to do this, but I do it anyways. Because she was worried about if you put in the UPC code and there's reviews, people think that when they see a bad review, it's about you rather than the product. But I'm not going to worry about it. And which one is this? Hopefully this one. Is that it? No, wrong one. Like I said, I was kind of getting inspiration from Jackass. I don't know if you ever watch him. Because he just does this and he just ships for like, he shipped for 4 hours. I thought, well, if I try to do this, maybe it'll inspire me to list more. It's kind of hard to tell. There we go. I think this is it. Yeah. And it doesn't even really matter if people are watching or not. I figure maybe it'll work for me to have like an hour. I'll do it every day. So I know for sure this one's light. Oh, right. The templates question. So yeah, there's 2 ways of doing listings. One is do templates where you do a template for a certain type of item, or you use sell similar. And I always use sell similar. So the problem is when I say templates, they're also using that terminology templates here. And for me, the templates are just for my descriptions. And yeah, I really do short descriptions. I don't think people read. And I don't think it's affecting my sales. And if people have a question, they'll ask it. I also tend to take quite a few pictures too. So usually it shows most of the things. And as I get more experience, I make sure I put stuff in that's special. But in this case, I'm not, like, who cares? Like, I just don't think people read as much as we think. So this one here, just going to make sure it's actually, no, it is orange. And I want to make sure the length is right. It doesn't say it, so I'm going to get rid of it. Yeah, and I found that too. The descriptions used to slow me down a lot. And that's why I basically I did the templates, because it's like, even like almost for anything, like this covers almost everything that I'm selling. I'll show toy next. So I'm just going to finish this one off. And I'm going to go for the moon. I'm going to ask for 49 and hope for the best. Oh, okay. I'll add it in. I didn't understand the one. And it's like, oh, wait a second. I know what she's talking about now. Okay. Good enough. Hopefully there's no mistakes. That was the other thing I'm worried about with doing it live, is making mistakes. I also tend to save all the little baggies from the stores. Put this stuff in there. Put the Walkman in there. Put the Walkman in the box. So let's do a toy. And I'm going to put you on the board. So 2, you're at 2. I don't know if you want to put the total value or not. You don't have to, but you're at 2. And Julie's at 0. Yep. Okay, let's do a toy. And I picked this up today. He-Man. I forget the name of it right now. Hopefully the search is still here. He-Man. Vintage. Oh, what is it? Matra, maybe? Matra? No. Okay, I'm going to use the power of Google Lens. $4.50. Okay. Feeling pressure. This is definitely not She-Ra. Antenna. That's close. Antenna. Yeah, that looks like him. Okay. $4.50. Okay, $4.50. So you're crushing me. That's okay. Screw that timer thing. We don't need that. Let's see. Used. And let's see if we can find him quickly. He doesn't have his little weapon, so that makes a huge difference. So usually I try to list things for a minimum $14. So that's what I'm going to do. And yes, some people got more, some people got less. So get rid of VTG. I don't like that. That's all fine. That's okay. I picked a mix. I picked what I thought I might actually do. So F21. Remember. And I'm going to add the photos. His eyeballs come out, eh? Is that this? Think gross. Okay. Yeah, sure. So for toys, I got one for toys. So played with marks. Played with used condition will have lots of marks, worn paint, and signs of use. So for this guy, he's definitely used. You can see some wear around his eyes and some marks. And often they get pen marks. I don't know where they get that from. So when I put like that description up, that covers me for pretty well everything. Hey, Chris. So, and because I do the minimum, $14.99. And it's definitely going to be the lightest one. Oh, gotta copy this. And list away. I know, but I thought people would be more interested in seeing the. I know I'm teeny, but I thought people might be interested in just seeing the listing more than my face. Okay, so I'm at. Let's see, we're at 4. And 60, 120, 170, 185. 185. And I'm at 4. Janet, you're still at 2. Julie's still at 0. And the Thrift Beast. He's at 0. Thrift is at 0. So hopefully he's going to list because that's why we're here. Yeah, Julie, the templates are really good. Especially like I'll show you them all actually. So just do another listing. Boop. Let's do Care Bears. And I'm actually going to say the word vintage. Care Bears. And PVC. Is that what they are? See, these little guys. And I get how many? 4, 5, 6, there's 7. So look how much money some of these guys get. But these guys are sitting down, so you have to make sure you pick the right ones. These guys are sitting down. Oh, good, Julia. I hope it is. I'm going to try and do it on a regular basis, but I hate promising things because I'm not very good at actually committing. So that's 4. I said 7, right? The 7. A lot of 7. And I'm going to get rid of that. Keep that. I'm not sure if I could do that. Like, I thought it would just... posable. See, that's dangerous. These guys aren't posable. So it's not quite the same thing. Glad I saw that. But I'm pretty sure the 1980s. Let me just check. I always keep all my tools nice and good close by. Check his butt. Easy, they're dated. So TCFC. I'm just going to do a second search. TCFC. Okay, this is better. Oh, and this is definitely them. Rare. So they're asking $20. Oh, they got $20. So what is that each? About $3 each? A bit more actually, $4 each. So we're not gonna ask the moon. $4.99. Normal stuff. Then F21. These are all going in the same box. Let's see. And all the little dudes. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of all this crap. I'm not a huge believer in all these stuff. I just get rid of it. Because I don't care to put that much details in. I don't think people care that much. And they're not posable. 3.5 inch. So I actually do have a measurement here. So mine is smaller. It's not quite the same. See, number of items, 7. You gotta be careful with this stuff because there's so many things. And I'm gonna just remove some of the stuff. Okay, so here's my templates. Camera. So I sell a lot of cameras. 35 mil. So this is the one I use for cameras. Good use condition. Powers up. I can't fully test the free returns if camera has issues. Ships without batteries. So I don't ship anything with batteries. And I like to have that here so I don't forget about that. When I use this one, I have free returns. But honestly, I've never had a return. So I do camera lenses. So sometimes I'll have extra stuff in the description. So front lens cap only, I might take that out. I always look for scratches, mildew, and I test the aperture, and this works out for most of them. Oops, let me just get rid of that. Combine only is when I just doing combine only. Yeah, knock on wood, eh? So use condition, no chips or cracks, will have wear to gilding and marks from use. So since I sell quite a few teacups, this is what I'll use for teacups. So, and they almost always have some marks and wear to the gilding, like the gold like gilding on it. Comic book, I haven't sold too many. I don't know what I say. I just don't grade them. Let's see. Oh, I have another one good. See, I can get rid of this one. I have a duplicate. Played with marks like I showed before. Tested good. That can be remotes, Walkmans. Like this one here works for so many different things. So this one here I can actually get rid of. Good, no chips, cracks. I'm actually going to get rid of that one. That's why I had the duplicates. You're only allowed a certain amount of them, and I think it was at max. So now I actually have more to use. So because this is a toy, okay, I don't see, in this case, I'm not going to say they have lots of marks because they don't. So I can use the good one. Good use condition will have marks from use. So that's how I see these ones here. Hey, Chop. Hope you're listening. That's the point. Okay, so I get rid of the word vintage because I'm not sure how old these are. Or this. See, this is the problem with doing this live too. Is like I could make mistakes because I don't think these are Kenner. I'm gonna write TCFC, and maybe I'll fix this later. See, I'm spending way too long in this one listing, especially for $25. Good. Okay. Time to update the list. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just gonna get rid of it. 5. And we're at a total of 120, 170, 185, 190, 210. And Thrift, I think, is gone. So he's getting eliminated because I think he left. Tell me if I'm wrong. Chop's here, though. So Chop, I hope you're listening. Right now you have 0. Julie has 0, and she said she's not going to list, so she gets a sad face. And Janet had 2 at 450, so I don't know if she's still doing it. Oh, she's working on 3. Excellent. So that's half the podcast, half the show, and I did, how many listings did I say? 5? It's okay, I guess. Okay, next. What should we do now? Oh, let's do this. This is one of the ones that was in my death pile for a while. It's this camcorder. So all this, like I said, all this stuff has been tested and cleaned, and that can take actually some of them, and had pictures taken. So that can actually take the most time for me. So let's get rid of this. Go back up here. Sony. Highest. It's not an open box. It doesn't have all this stuff. It's something like this. Hey, Chop Chop, I hope you're listening. It's mandatory. Okay, Sony Handycam, blah, blah, blah. Test working, that's fine. This is big, so it's also going to go on the shelf. And we're in November. Okay. That picture, add mine. Professional. Whatever. Okay, so okay. I hope it helps, Julie, if with your process too. It's like part of the joke with the lazy is efficiency. So a lot of this stuff is just me trying to speed things up. Tested work, that's true. Good use condition, that's true. Well marked, sometimes you use, ships without. Okay, so this is not correct. So say comes with charger, comes with one battery that uses AA batteries. It doesn't come with anything else. If any other batteries, components, or manual. Box says where. So in this case, obviously, I had to add a bit, but I can start just not from scratch. Copy, paste. Is it 118? No, it's not. Bugger off. Brand. Sony. Correct. And this is obviously going to be heavier, so I'm just going to weigh it. So this is 1.8 kilograms. So I have one for that as well. Yeah, just oh wow, nice sale on the Christmas tree. I haven't used Facebook too much. I don't want people coming to the house. Yeah, usually like if I was to start this stuff from scratch, it would take me longer because I had to test everything, I had to clean it. So I'm kind of cheating a little bit because that's all done. And so and I like having shipping policies because it's a lot faster, I find, than trying to figure out not only the weight but the box and all that stuff. Hey, how's it going? Mr. Two Dogs Digs himself. How's it going? So I hope you're listening. That's the whole point of this. And you're getting close to me in the number of listings. So as soon as Craig, but just in case it's Rick. You guys getting close. Let's see. What else? I think that's it. Oh, the price. Got to figure out the price. So I'm charging 16. And these guys got 90, but I hate auctions. I'm going to go for the moon. Because these take a lot of work. And this is all in US, $109.99, $16 shipping. Who knows? The funny thing is, too, is people check what the competition is. I never do that. I don't bother. It's like, well, this person got it. I can get it too. Boom. Oh, you're shopping. Oh, I love shipping policies. It's so good. So much faster. Are you picking up lots of remotes? Or how a toner? Okay. So we got another one. Time to update the list. I'm going to be smarter this time now. So 110. So I'm at 320. And I'm at 6. Everyone can see that? Julie, you're still at 0? Come on, you can list one thing. Okay. Moons, that spells profit? I don't get it. Okay. Next. It's also going on the shelf. And another Walkman. For the Walkmans, I find that about half of them work. So now I'm only picking them up if they sell for around 30 to 40 American. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Especially considering Valley Village won't let you take them back. Or it takes too long. Let's see. Where is your number? There it is. Oh, vintage ceramic Christmas trees. Yeah, people are doing really well with those. Okay. Well, this top one looks pretty good. let's just put on the used. This one's okay, but it's not as good as this. Oh, with headphones. I don't have headphones. Clean. Let's do this one. And I'm gonna figure out the price right away. I'm gonna go a little higher. Oh, really, Janet? What the ceramic Christmas tree? Is that what you sold for $125? Get rid of the clean. What did I say? 60? Yeah. Do that first. And we're going to go with the lower weight. And it's going to the same box. That's 21. November. Add photos. And templates. And it's been tested. Good use condition. Blah, blah, blah. See, I just use the same ones over and over. I don't think anyone reads this stuff. Or at least I don't think it's affecting my sales. And I think that's it for this one. Yep. Oh. Yep. Craig, I'll see you tonight. I'm pretty sure I'm watching. Usually I always will if I can. And another one for 60. $7 and then 380. You still here, Chop Chop? Or should I take you off the list? Yeah, if I can do that, Julie, I'll try to figure it out. I'm just experimenting today. So thank you for coming on, Julie. Hope you forgive me for you're off the list. Next time, though, you have to list. It's mandatory. See you later, Julie. Okay, so that one's done. Okay, now I'm going to do a remote. I know, throwing things here. But we got 15 minutes left. And this remote I've had for a while, and I haven't been able to find. This is a Sharp. Oh yeah, I remember now. It doesn't have. Sometimes they hide the ID numbers inside, like there's no model number. So you know what? I'm not going to do this one because I want to know the model number. It's going to take too long for me to do it. So let's try these weird things. I really don't know what they are, but whenever I see that, like these old, new in box kind of vintage stationery, like pencils or office supplies or whatever, I always check it out. Yeah. It's okay, Chop. I'm just having fun. I'm having fun. It's okay. It's all good. But next on list, I'm a bit competitive, so I work well with competition. Okay, so let's see. How do we spell this? Q, spell Esser, and these are Leroy painting pins. There it is. They're weird. I don't really understand. I got a whole bunch. Some are used. These, I have some more as well I'm going to list, but I'm just playing with these first. So someone had a bunch. A lot more than I do. Let me use this one. Hey, Marie. Are you going to list? You got to list. It's mandatory. If you want to be on the list, you got to list. Okay. Okay, there's no way that these are 18. There's 8. Whoop. And these are 3 threes. I'm just going to get rid of all that because I don't feel like typing it. It's also going to go in the same box. Everything goes in my same box until it's too full, and then I'll switch to a different one. They are new. It's kind of weird. Like, I almost prefer. In fact, I probably will change that. Where is it? Here it is. I'm going to say used, but I'm going to say new open box and have been open. Hey, Marie, are you going to list? I want you to list. It's me. But here's a case where I'm going to just use the combined only and add that to the end. I guess I could show that, like for my shipping policies. I have free combined shipping because I really love it when one person buys a bunch of stuff. And I don't care if it costs me another $1 or $2 in shipping costs. I much rather put everything in one box for one person and get multiple sales for one person. I think it's completely worth it. And I charge basically almost what it costs to ship. Okay. Let's make sure I don't screw up. And you can see what you're getting. Yeah. So these are weird because I don't know how to charge. There's only a couple sales. So we're going to check Terapeak that everyone should be using because everyone has access to this now. Like it's showing you, I only use it if there's not a lot of comps. So it looks like people are getting a ton. So let's try. Let's see if there's any action at 24. All good, all good. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, these are not lettering pens. These are Leroy cleaning pins. No, I don't know what they're used for. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, good enough. And into the box. Yeah, Terapeak is, like I said, I only use Terapeak if I can't find any comps. Because often you just don't need it. So another listing. Oh, you got 3? Awesome. So I'm going to update the list. So I have 8. And that's 25. So that's 405 for me. And Janet, I'm updating. You have 3 at 550. So you're crushing me. We have 8 minutes left. My daily goal is 250, so I'm over it. So I'm pretty happy. So we've got 8 minutes left. Let's see if we can get another one in. So I'm gonna also put this guy in the box because I didn't put him in the box. So sometimes I don't do this all the time, but I have a bunch of bubble wrap. I've already put into the squares, and I'll just do a very basic job of wrapping him up. Put one piece of tape on there. The next we have a bag full of the baggies from Value Village. Just give them a bit more protection, and then put them in the box. Stuff like that. So for the last one, or maybe the last one, depends how long, we're gonna do another Walkman. So I do things in I said do. I do things in similar ones at the same time because they'll speed you up. So for these Walkman, I saved a bunch, 3, and then I tested them all at the same time. And for me for testing, I also have special testing box. I have like tapes, connectors, a drive to test DVDs with, power cables, and I keep this box. And if you notice, all the work I'm doing is kind of like in a circle around me because with my ADD, motivation is a rare beast. And the better I have access quickly to everything, the higher the chance I'll actually be able to list more. So, okay, so let's go back to doing listing. So this is the Panasonic. And this one, RQ. The nice thing about electronics is it's so easy to look up model numbers. In fact, there's a lot of stuff I won't even bother with that does not have the model number. So one wholesale. So this was probably, I should have left this one behind because that breaks my rule of $40. Let's just double check Terapeak because there wasn't a lot of sales. These two look the same. I'm not sure what's up with that. So let's see if there's some higher sales. So I'm greedy. And I'm definitely a slow dying kind of guy. I'm going to go $39.99. It's still late. Panasonic. It comes with the headphones. Like, who would want to use used headphones, but I'm adding them. And testing good. Ships without batteries. Box. I don't know what this GUC means, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. That's okay. Already came up with the price. And bingo, done. Into the plastic bag you go. Whoop. And 9. So 405. And this was 40, I think. 40. So 445. Four minutes. Can we sneak another one in? Yeah, I'm going to do this. Transparency film. I picked these up today. They're all sealed. It's not going to be a huge money maker, but they were like $2 each. So, Apollo transparency film. Here it is. These are $50 a box, so you have to kind of be careful of that sometimes. Okay. Close enough. $50 sheets. These are going to go on the shelf. Remember again. UPC code is going to be different. Seven 1-8-5-7-5-0-9-3-1-8-0. MPN. Not sure. So this is 100C. So I'm just going to guess 50C. They're new, so I just need the combined. These are kind of heavy, so let's just check. Yeah, it's a little heavier. So 12. So this one might be a bit of a issue. I'm going to just see if I can get some people to buy it for $14.99. I don't think I will, though. And I have a bunch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 710. Excellent. Yep, that's good. And even though it's multiple, I just count this as 1. So what did I say? 15. So 460. Julie, you're at 4. And 710. Excellent. 21 pieces. I bet. Those are really good though. Those are really good. So thank you for everyone for joining me on this working one. And thank you very much, Janet, for being my competition. So after 1 hour, I have 10 at 460 American. Janet's 4 at 710. And I don't know. Thank you very much. I'm going to try it again probably tomorrow, 4 to 5, that sort of thing. And see how it goes. Okay. Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming. How do I end this? Where is it?